Hi everyone. Yeah, welcome. Hey Michael.
Hey.
Good to see you again on Adobe Live. We will have 2 awesome days live from Berlin.
Yes.
Yeah, we meet everywhere around the world, but it's our first time in Berlin.
Yes.
We are live from the Awwwards Conference. So what is Awwwards? It's a www.
It's
Awwwards. And it's super easy to pronounce for me. It's an awesome conference all about web design, UX design trends, and you have all the actors gathering in Berlin from all around Europe with amazing speakers, including Michael Flarup.
Hi guys. I'm the first one.
Yeah.
We get to open the show.
Yeah.
And then I'm giving a talk later. I'm the last one.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a full day
Big
thing.
day.
Yeah,
and we'll be live for 2 days from Berlin. I see Dietmar in the chat, Matthias, Hadif. Yeah, so don't hesitate to ask questions. Yes, Michael, it's Awwwards.
Awwwards.
Yeah. So, and we will have, we wanted to give you the opportunity to engage, meet all these awesome speakers. So that's why we travel to Berlin. We have Tim in the chat. He's with us right here in this room, actually. Hey, Tim.
Hey, Tim.
And let's review the schedule of the day because we have awesome speakers. So we will start 1 hour with Michael, and every hour we will have a new speaker. So it will be super intense today. We really want you to ask questions to our guests. Then we will welcome Studio Adoratorio, one of the cutting-edge web studio. They are from Italy. They actually designed the Awwwards website, which is like
very nice.
which is super nice and fully responsive. I was really amazed. Yep. Then Rufus will be hosting. So Rufus is with us also in Berlin. Then Tobias. So Tobias, he was the lead designer of Spotify.
Oh yeah,
which is one of my favorite apps, and really at the origin of Spotify. And now he works for Minecraft. But he has a unique point of view on experience design, how to bring emotion. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this interview. Then we welcome Jenny Engo, who is from San Francisco. So it's funny that we meet here.
Airbnb.
Yeah, and she used to work. Yeah, she worked for Airbnb, and she will share her experience there. So it's quite a big deal. Then Irina. So Irina is an artist. Like she's an artist, and we will try to do something crazy. So we will talk about experiences, but she also works with developers, and we will try to run some project actually using a Kinect, and I'm supposed to dance, and something will happen. So yeah.
When is that?
Oh, you want to be there?
Yeah,
I know.
I want to be there.
It will be at 2 p.m.
Awesome.
Central Time.
Okay.
So if you want to watch me dancing, make sure to be with us at 2 p.m.
Who doesn't want to watch that?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Come on. That's unique content. And then Moritz. So I wanted also to feature and highlight local UX designers from Berlin. And Moritz is one of them. So he will join us, and he will work live in Adobe XD.
Okay.
Because also, of course, this week is an opportunity to feature Adobe XD. It stands for Experience Design. Boom. Huge logo around us also. Maybe we can show the GoPro just for a few seconds. Okay, you will see the GoPro. That's us, but that's not the point. So that's the conference, and we have an XD booth. There is Tim there. Hey, Tim, you can say hi.
Right there.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. Okay. And that's the team, awesome team that we have this week. Yeah. Thanks for being with us and being live. Okay. So, Michael, let's talk about you. If you want to introduce yourself, maybe what you're doing and your unique take on experience design in general.
Yeah. So, my name is Michael, and I'm a designer. I do many different things. It's usually an hour-long introduction. We're going to skip all that. But the main thing is that I've been a visual designer for many years. And I run a few companies. One of them is a game studio in Copenhagen called Northplay, which is sort of my darling, my baby. We make video games.
Ooh.
And I started out. I've worked on lots of products and been a product designer or visual designer for many years. And my as app design became more and more boring, I escaped to UI design and art direction in games.
And we have some video game players in the chat. I
see
Danielle. So yeah, let us know in the chat if you play video games and what are your favorite video games.
Everyone plays video games.
What type of platforms?
Well,
mobile games?
Well, I mean, obviously we have a lot of experience with mobile games, but we also make actual computer games. We have a Steam release out.
Oh, on Steam.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
So a little bit of it, a little bit of everything.
We have Sarkis in the chat saying, I'm a big fan of your work.
Oh, thank you very much.
Awesome. Yeah, we're very key to have and Super Mario World for on the SNES. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, I played that as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
That's cool. So yeah, I do a little bit of everything, and I guess it was kind of fun when you asked me, Michael, to join the stream. To work with Adobe XD because. If the people who might have been following me for a while, they know that I am maybe the most Photoshop guy. I have the highest tier of Photoshop that I can get. This is my I spend maybe 8 or 10 hours in Photoshop every day.
Every time we have a new release of Photoshop, we make sure that Michael can run it because he's the most advanced
I've actually
user.
been to the Adobe headquarters in SF and given feedback on Photoshop. That's how much I love Photoshop. So it was kind of fun.
I wanted to change Michael because I said, yeah, I know you work on UIs and you have this new tool. So he's a perfect example of someone who really masters Photoshop, and it will be one of the first time you will be using XD like live with us, and it will be interesting to see. And I can give you some tips also because I guess you don't know all the possibilities and the shortcuts.
We're going to call this a noob tries XD.
Yeah, the noob.
The noob.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I've met some wonderful people that actually work on XD, so I'm kind of terrified now because I kind of internet know them, and they're like, Michael's going to try XD.
And we have Laura. She's a fan of Secret of Mana. Wow, you remember?
Oh, yeah. That's one of the best RPGs of all time.
This is great. And we will do also, by the way, some giveaways.
Okay.
So we will give away, if we quickly switch to my screen, this is something that we started. And actually, I've just saw someone who was watching Adobe Live, and he shared it on Twitter saying, thanks for sending the XD socks. So we have official XD socks. You don't have you don't have the XD socks.
Yeah.
So you will see, like, once you wear the XD socks, you become a better designer.
Damn it! Why didn't you give me these before the stream?
I know. It's so exclusive, you know.
Yeah.
So we will do some random giveaways. Just be active in the chat. If you're watching us, make sure to be on behance.net/live and sign in and say hi. Just say something, okay? And it can happen at any time. We do a random anytime, so we will see. Stay tuned. Okay. Let's switch to your screen, maybe. And talk about your work.
Yeah, sure. We're not going to spend too long on this. I want to dive in and try some stuff. But is my screen showing? Yeah, it's showing. Yeah. So this is our small game studio, Northplay.
Northplay. Good name.
Yeah, it's fun.
Where are you from? Yeah. Maybe.
Well, sorry, I'm from Copenhagen, Denmark. Yep. So, just ask questions.
Yeah. And we have David Marin watching for Finland.
Nice.
And this is awesome because I'm super excited because this is a stream at European hours.
Yeah, exactly. So there's going to be no Americans in the stream. So we made a bunch of things, but the first game that we actually made was called Conduct This, which started as a mobile game, and we worked with a bunch of other clients and made some things for them. We have sort of a nice little website. Yeah.
I love the how did you do that?
That's
the video.
That's video. Yeah, that's a looping video in the background.
So good.
Anyways, so just to sort of set this up, I've prepared something for today. I've opened XD once yesterday evening, so
just to make sure
I came very well prepared.
You can launch it on the computer.
But I thought that I'll set this up. We launched this mobile game, Conduct This.
People from Vienna, Scotland, they're like Romania represented.
Yeah, everyone's represented. I feel like it's like
Israel. Wow,
it's the Grand Prix.
David says from Israel, I hope my boss would catch me watching this. Yeah.
Oh.
You can minimize the wind.
Yeah, just make it real small. Anyway, so we made this game, and it became a huge hit.
I played this game, actually. I loved it.
It's a good game, and it's free to play. So Conduct, you can just it's for iOS and Android. You can go and check that out. Anyways, we actually ended up making when ARKit came out, we were like, hey, we should see if we can turn it into an AR game, augmented reality, right?
Whoa.
And we tried and we failed. We couldn't. It was just too hard, right?
Nice try.
Yeah, but then we actually ended up creating a standalone game. It was called Conduct AR. It's a completely separate game from the original game. So that was game number 2. And then we had so much success with this game, and people really loved it. They wanted to play it on their computers. So you're like, oh, we should make a computer version of this game, which we ended up calling Conduct Deluxe, which has a level editor and stuff like that. Anyways, this was the design challenge. All of a sudden we had like these 3 games in the franchise that we had to communicate. We had to create a website for them, right?
To explain the difference, the story.
Yeah, exactly. And if you can go to conductthis.com if you sit at home and you want to check out the site that we're going to try to recreate in XD. So I thought the thing is, I'll just show you the site here real quick, and then I'll show you my Photoshop files, and then we'll try to make it in
I like what you did with the Deluxe. It's
deluxe.
Like,
it's
Back to the Future.
Yeah, I love stuff like that. I don't think you have to look at a lot of my work to see that I'm sort of like an 80s kid, and I love glows and textures and tactility. Anyways, the site's pretty simple. It's like a one-pager.
And we have a Joel Oliveira watching from Angola. So yeah, and Katrina from Qatar. Hi, Africa. Awesome to have you. And Hafid from Indonesia, and we have Angel from Nepal. Wow, okay.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, let's
worldwide, yeah,
shout it out.
A lot of countries.
Yeah. So you basically have these three main sections. So there's some nice stuff going on. There's a little bit of hover, and it says what platforms the game is for, and sort of it gives an introduction video for each of them, and a little bit of text and some screenshots. And what I thought we'd do was try to recreate this in XD.
Okay,
and see me fumble around, and maybe we can
nice
get around
introduction for our users.
Yeah, I think if you've never tried XD, this is probably a good place to look at someone who's also never tried XD. If you've tried XD and you're really good, you can laugh at me, and it's gonna be real good.
It's so bad. Yeah.
I can start by showing. I thought I'd start by showing my Photoshop file, right? Because this is the world that I come from. This is the old world, right?
Oh my God! Look at that.
This is pretty much how I design stuff in Photoshop, anyways. This is one of the prettier files that I have. Let me just, you guys can see this, right? So I've set up a grid here that I like and that I use, and then I organize everything in folders.
They're like, look at all those guides.
So many guides. I know.
We have Ashfadia saying that also someone who loves their work. So
yeah,
you have a lot of fans. That's good.
That's nice. Thank you.
So
Getting up and watching a stream at 10 in the morning, that's true fans. Like, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome. So yeah, so
this is
when it comes to organizing and designing in Photoshop, you have to. So I noticed a lot of guides.
Yeah.
So we can discuss about it in XD because there is no guide, but
I noticed
there is a grid system that we can talk about.
Yeah.
I will show you that. You're working a lot with layers. And I have funny stories about layers in XD too.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
I see that. Gradients, a lot of gradients, like for the background.
Some grid stuff, which I know that XD is really good at. So we're going to try and recreate this.
Yeah, we can try. Yeah, I'll show you.
Yeah. Yes. I know. I did prepare a little bit. Okay. So that's usually how I work in Photoshop. We're not gonna dive too deep into that. But what I did, it's like a cooking program. It's like I cheated a little bit from home, right? I actually prepared some files here.
Cooking pro.
We're
gonna cook.
We'll just sort of do this, right? I made a folder called "A Noob Tries XD," right? So and we have some of the
title of the video afterwards.
Yeah. "A Noob Tries XD."
We don't say like live UX design with Michael.
No.
So XD for noobs.
Anyways, here's a bunch of things that we might use. I exported some PNG files. And I am going to open Adobe XD.
Yeah, we show you also how you can export from XD. I think you will really like it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, so I'm just going to guess some stuff here as we go along. Okay. I'll try to put some words to why I'm choosing the tools that I'm choosing, and then we'll see what comes of it, right? But I'm guessing we're going to have a web interface. Yeah. That's nice. It's sort of an artboard that's already created for me.
Yeah, so you will see it's very centered on artboards.
Yeah. I'm assuming that I can just sort of pull down. It shows me the folds in.
So the fold is to enable, like when you will be in the preview mode in prototype, you will be able to scroll.
That's cool. Yeah.
So it's more than just showing where is the fold.
Yeah.
It's to enable scrolling if you share the prototype with someone who needs to review your design.
Yeah. I'll jump back into Photoshop just because what I need is the color for this thing. Does it support hex colors? Fill, I'm assuming. I want the background. Yeah, of course. Does it support hex colors? Who's this guy?
And I think we noticed also, like, if you want to use the color picker, you can directly pick on Photoshop. See what I mean? Like, if you split your screen, the color picker will go on side.
I could go there. That could. Okay. So that's the background. I want to try to create this gradient here in the top.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sort of try to pick this color here.
Values.
I'm assuming that I'll use this tool maybe.
As you like. So you can also create a back. Oh, this is just for the header. So
it's just for
you're doing it right.
Okay, I'm doing it right. There's gradients here, right?
Yeah,
that's nice. And I guess
so you can see the two values. Okay, which one is which one?
Yeah, and I can do that. And then I guess this one I could. I'm just gonna. that's transparency, right?
Yeah, exactly. The alpha channel.
That's nice. Okay, and this. Whoa. I'm gonna get used to what is the shock. That's V. Okay.
Yeah, that's V.
Okay. I just wanted to see. Okay, this is the. Oh, that's the. Oh, that's nice. That's the gradient. Oh, well. Okay. I just undid the whole thing. I thought I would just undo the last action. Let me just do this again, real quick.
It's interesting to see how you discover these tools too.
Oh, I just lost on. Yeah.
Johannes Weber is talking about file rev, like revision 5, final, only final, last one.
Yeah. You know, you all know. We all do it. It's like rev. Well, I never write final, only as a joke. It's rev 5, rev 6, rev. I just wanted to yeah. So maybe something like that.
Looks
so that
good.
gives us the gradient. Oh yeah. Okay. Now I have to learn V.
Yeah.
V. Okay.
Okay. That's good.
That's pretty cool. And we're gonna put in some. Let me just hide this here in the background so we don't. Oh wait, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
I am going to pull in the.
And if you are just joining us, so we are live from Awwwards in Berlin. Thanks for watching on Behance, and we are with Michael Flarup.
I'm guessing
who is a Photoshop expert, and we are trying XD for almost the first time, the second time actually. The second time he's launching XD.
A complete noob in XD. Okay, so I'm putting in the logo. And I thought that I'd try. I'm gonna add some text underneath this thing here.
Okay, with the text tool.
Text tool. Choosing the text tool. Whoops.
So there are two ways. Yeah. So I will show you actually. It's
and where did
it's not exactly like Photoshop.
Did it disappear? Like my text layer that I created? It's not. It's only there if I put something in it.
Exactly.
Right?
Otherwise, it will remove it. So here you're creating a text block.
Definitive version. Okay. I'm gonna do fill. It's gonna be white. That's the appearance of that. I'm going to choose. I know that the font that we use is okay. That's definitely better than Photoshop.
Yeah,
Photoshop.
This is something we added in Photoshop, but just a few versions ago.
Yeah, but I love Photoshop, but the font handling is wonky sometimes.
It's a huge engine.
We all know. That's too much.
Hi, Florent. Thanks for joining. So Adobe XD, it stands for Experience Design. It's really one of the newest apps available in Creative Cloud. You can try it for free on xd.adobe.com.
So we're going to do that. And then there's, we had some Mac, Windows, Steam. Can I just drag multiple? Oh, that's nice.
Here, yes. And you see you're about to drag it on a rectangle, and then it would have the risk is that it behaves as a placeholder.
Yeah.
And place the image inside. So this is not what you wanted. So you did the right move. You can also lock objects if you want to lock the gradients, just with a Command L.
Okay. L?
No. So if you select the
Command L.
your gradient behind,
like that.
So you locked everything now, like the three of them.
Yeah.
And to unlock them, there is a nice feature which is you can just click. You see the lock.
Oh.
Or you can do Command L, but if you want to lock this one, because you keep selectioning it, Command L, and now it's locked.
Yeah. Also, I can see that I'm totally resizing PNGs here, so that we're getting a little bit of anti-aliasing.
That's for the example.
Yeah. But okay, so what I wanted to try was to see if, because the thing that we have on the website is that we have those three top things here, right? So I wanted to see if I can just. I mean, in Photoshop, I would just create them by hand, like just put them in, do the exact same thing. But I was wondering. I mean, can I group this? And can I
Command G?
Can I? Okay, and I can copy and paste this stuff.
Yeah. So it will paste in the same position.
That's nice. It's not like Illustrator where you have to have Command F to paste in the same position. It always pastes in the same position.
You can also press Option key and just start dragging, to duplicate.
Oh, like in Photoshop.
Like in Photoshop.
Okay, let's just try that.
Here we go.
Oh, nice.
And then it should.
Okay, it's not going to be exact here, guys.
It should show you here. It
there.
It should show you that you have the same margin between the three elements.
Okay, so. I want to try something here. We're gonna the augmented reality, right? The augmented.
Sam Freeman is asking: is there XD published to live HTML site?
The mobile sensation.
So Sam, what you can do with XD, and actually we can try at the end once we have a page ready, is you have 3 stages. So the first one you design, so that's what he's doing. Then you can have multiple artboards, and with the prototype view, you connect the artboards. And you say, if I click here, I want to jump to this screen. And then you can publish and share. So it will create a web experience that you can share with anyone. They don't have to, and you share the link, they don't have to be XD users. And they can add comments, they can actually pin and say, okay, this logo, maybe we should try to center it, this type of stuff. But we try to show the full experience.
I want to show something fun, because this is what I wanted to try. Check my screen. Okay, so I just took the file that I know I'm going to use and dragged it onto here. And I'm assuming that, yes. Okay, that's nice. That's really cool.
Oh, yeah.
So I sort of just switch out assets. So that's something that Photoshop doesn't do very well. Is sort of this interchangeability of assets. And I have the same thing for this. And I'm assuming that I could... Can I use? Yeah, I can. The same shortcuts.
Yeah, so you have the shortcuts. If you press 5, it will change the opacity to 50%, 6 to 60%. So it's a very easy way to... Yeah.
You can do it for multiple objects.
Multiple objects, select multiple objects, yeah.
This is the designer's cheat codes for for making things unselected, just 50% opacity. Okay, so that actually pretty quickly gave us sort of the menu recreated, right? Sort of.
So Vishwesh is asking, I think we won't have a challenge this session. So today there is no daily challenge, although we will do random giveaways. We will give away the XD socks. Back tomorrow, because tomorrow we will have a free giveaway, something free for all of you, and special announcements about XD. So make sure to be back tomorrow. We'll be back at the same time, 10 a.m. Central Time.
I'm loving these guides.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the smart guides.
Yeah, smart guides are
so
really,
fast, you know,
really cool. And also what I'm really liking is sort of the contextual menu out here on the right-hand side. I want that in Photoshop.
Once you select an element to have directly the properties.
Yes, exactly. I think right now in Photoshop it's very static. You set up your workspace and it's always like that, right?
Yeah, interesting.
But this is kind of like an intelligent assistant, right? It shows you, hey, you can use these things, right? Anyways, so that's sort of the top menu. These might have gotten a little too big, but it's fine. And then we have some text. Yeah, just gonna try. Okay, so it kind of tells me
the center of the
page. Yeah, because the first thing I was looking for is like where's the rulers? Where can I pull in more guides? As you saw, I kind of like guides.
So no ruler, no guides. There is a grid though. So yeah, if you want.
What happens if I tab out? So I kind of wanted. I'm just gonna copy some text from.
Oh yeah, it would be easier.
Yeah. Okay, I can just. Okay. Oh, and it
Hi Ramiro from Amsterdam. Thanks for joining.
We'll do that.
It kept some styles.
You kept some styles, yeah.
I think it matched it with the previous style that you use in XD. So because your title, they were using Cubano.
Oh, of course.
It keeps it in memory.
That's clever. Yeah. That's good. Okay. And I have to remember to change the tool here. So I kind of exactly. Kind of want to try that. We're just gonna take this text and paste it in. Yeah. This is. I don't even know what this is. This is Futura.
Someone is asking where is the ruler, so let me quickly check something.
It's like 20. And it's like that. And it's sort of a light blue. Okay. I think there's... Nice.
Okay, so I saw some feature requests in the chat, so we just quickly share my screen, and I want to show you how we are developing XD, because it's very different from
I'll keep working.
From Photoshop. Oh, you can keep working.
No, it's okay. Okay.
So this is a website. It's called adobexd.uservoice.com, and we released this website since the very first beta of XD, and everything is public. And this is where you can submit new feature requests, but also vote for existing feature requests. So someone was asking about the ruler, and I see that it's of course an ID that is already there. and that has already like 540 votes. That is under review by the team. So you directly talk to the XD team, to the product managers, and then a conversation can start. And the product manager is asking, okay, if guides and snapping guides are not enough with you, like what would be the other use case? Let's start the conversation. And then they try to explain why they need the rulers and what would be the use case. And at some point they say, okay, we're definitely working on this. Someone was asking in the chat also a fixed element that is also coming. I'm trying to understand what was the exact keywords, but this is something that says that the feature is actually they are developing this, where you can have a fixed element on the page, and if you scroll, it's at the same position.
Oh, that's nice, sort of an absolute position.
Exactly. Yeah. So this is something that will is under development right now. So it means that we release like an update of XD every month.
Yeah.
So
I've noticed
coming very, very soon.
And it must be hard, because let's realize how difficult this actually is, because so many different people are coming from different tools, and they're sort of imposing their... This is how I used to work with this, right? But that doesn't actually necessarily mean that it's the best way to do it for everyone, right? So when you're trying to make a new design tool, and there's a bunch of new design tools these days, it's so tough, right? Because people they're so loaded with pre-existing ways of working. Anyways, can we switch back to my screen?
Can we come back to Michael?
Because I want to show one thing that I think that seems really, really cool. So what I want to do is I want to create this little... we're just going to... I know I'm not creating all the assets here on the screen. I just want to jump to the fun parts, right? So we have this sort of screenshot section on the website here where you can see some...
nice.
The internet.
Like a light box.
It's just a light box, right? But it's nice. You have this little thing. It has rounded corners. And I'm like, that's got to be something that XD completely excels at, right? So let's just try out that.
So the idea is that, you can create a placeholder.
I'm creating like a box here. Yeah. And this is the rounded corneredness of it all, right?
Yeah.
Something like that, maybe.
And you can directly, it's like Illustrator, so you can directly...
you can pull the individual ones here.
Yeah. Here we go.
Okay. Oh, yeah. And you can make even...
you can make individual
like
ones.
one odd one here.
Yeah.
Like,
there's actually a shortcut.
Oh, here. It's like this one's weird. Okay. That's kind of cool. You can create some UI elements for that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're going to go back to this. Let's just...
something
wing it here. Okay, so we need to have a bunch of these, and in Photoshop I would have sort of just copied the element and put it in here. But I noticed something cool in the demos of XD that I've seen, and that is that you can click this button, this repeat grid button, and click that, and you get these handles here, and you can sort of drag those out.
There we go. Mm-hmm.
That's very nice. And if it's like a little maybe it's you can sort of change the
gutter,
the gutter of it. Just gonna try something here, right? Something like that. That's cool. That's awesome. And so we want to put some content in here, and we saw before that we could. I saved some screenshots out. It's like just basically pull them in, and they're all grouped. But I think if
you can select all of them actually.
What?
Just select the 5 and drag and drop on the first one. Here we go.
Whoa.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And that's the same with text. So if you can also use the repeat grid, like if you want to add a label on top of it. So you can duplicate everything, like the image and the label, and repeat it in the grid. And if you have a text file with one label per line, you can drag and drop it on the text, and it will populate the text too.
Nice. Okay, so that's
this huge time saver.
That is really cool. There's a bunch of other stuff that we could create, but I think this sort of gives an overview. I wanted to jump right in and create a new artboard so that we could try out some of the interactions and the stuff.
And people are asking about the layers.
Yeah, where's the layers?
So where are the layers? So if you press L, like nothing happens. Sorry, if you press Command L, nothing happens. So that's just in my head, I think, but it's here.
Oh, Command
Y. Oh my God. Okay. So it's a panel. So what we wanted to avoid with what's happening with Photoshop is that when you open the layers panel in Photoshop, you see the layers for everything,
Yeah.
So imagine if at some point you have, 20 or 50 artboards.
Yeah.
It would be a huge amount of layers. So
I know.
These are contextual layers. So if you select this artboard, you will only see here. And then you have the groups. So even these icons, everything has been redesigned You can look here, you can hide, like everything has been redesigned here, and you see the type of layer. So here you know it's a text layer.
Okay.
But for like all the first versions of XD had no layer.
And you could handle you can do stuff like you can
reorder.
You can reorder, and you could also
rename.
Can you option drag in here to create a
to duplicate?
Yeah, to duplicate. That's what I do. That's half of my job. Duplicating layers in Photoshop.
I would do Command D, top, and then you can move.
You can move it around.
Yeah.
Okay, and I can just delete it like that. Awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and create a new artboard.
Oh, Michael has 630 artboards in one single project.
Whoa!
Yeah, that's quite impressive. But let us know if it works well, because in terms of performance, it should behave very good, especially with the last release that we updated like 3 weeks ago. Performance is just great.
Can I duplicate an entire artboard?
Yeah, okay, so remove this one. You can delete this one. Select your artboard and do Command D. There we go.
Oh, that's nice.
And if you put it on the side, I mean, it's super cool.
So, because that really helps me.
Bruno says there is no need to touch on the layers panel. Yeah, I use the layers panel really for very complex objects, such as a repeat grid inside a repeat grid. Sometimes I get lost, and I use the layers panel to select an element, but usually I don't use it.
I mean, this is pretty cool. You can just sort of drop in stuff.
Yeah.
So conduct AR, that's that one, and deluxe goes to gray. This one is like...
And change the opacity of this one.
I grouped them. Change the opacity of this one. Those three.
Yeah, you can double click to go inside the group and after select.
And these ones need to be 100%. I mean, it's nice that there's some consistency though between the shortcuts. That makes it a little easier for someone like me to jump in.
Natalie is asking, can you add interaction and animated transitions? Yeah, so we will show you like in a few minutes, but first we need to create several artboards. But yeah, definitely.
First of all, let me just, this is kind of embarrassing, but I'm in Photoshop now, and this is how I have multiple, I sometimes use artboards in Photoshop, but mostly when I do mobile, and I kind of I need that. But for websites, honestly, I just have a bunch of folders. So I just sort of change between these things here.
Interesting.
So
you group all the layers.
Yeah, I group all that. I try to keep it somewhat. I mean, you can see how I try to keep it somewhat.
It's very organized.
It's somewhat organized.
That's good.
But
that's good. I respect that.
Yeah. We're gonna try this real quick.
And if you are joining us and watching us, make sure to be on behance.net/live and to sign in the chat and say hi, let us know where you're from, because we will randomly pick someone in the chat in a few minutes to give away XD socks and XD notebooks. So very cool XD giveaways, and we will just ship them to your place. So
can I have some XD socks?
I can ship you some XD socks.
Ship me some. I want that
especially
for my
in
collection.
Denmark, I guess it's very cold, no?
Yeah, exactly. I'll just have multiple layers of XD socks. I want to change the whole background. That's there. Okay.
You change the color. Okay.
Yeah, just
nice.
kind of change the color. I just wanted to try we're not going to do all of it, right? But we're just going to try to change. What am I using here? I'm sort of using a lovely tan.
Nice. And here you can add it to a color swatch. Like once you do stuff like this.
What? Oh. Like this?
Just
yeah, you can have like a little...
just if you want to keep a reference.
That's nice. Yeah. That's nice. And it's explosive augmented reality. Whoops.
Nice.
Like that. And just sort of copying.
I want to play this game now.
Look, all the Conduct games, all 3 of them, they're amazing. Cool. Go try them out.
Hi, Grant from South Africa. Awesome. I guess the weather is fine now in South Africa. Let us know, Grant.
Yeah. How's the weather in South Africa?
It's quite chilly in Berlin, but it's nice.
I walked around Berlin yesterday for hours. So cold.
Nice.
Yeah,
it was cold.
But beautiful, but very, very cold. Anyways, okay, so this is what I wanted to end up here. So we have sort of 2 versions of the same website here. Real quick. I mean, it's not too bad. This is literally the second time I opened this application. I just sort of... intuitively, it was pretty easy to
very easy to learn.
Yeah,
super easy to learn.
And now I want to see if I can add sort of a transition back and forth between these 2 things.
So you see, you have 2 workspaces. So you are in the design workspace. Yeah. You can switch to prototype 1.
I'm in prototype now,
and I can select anything like this.
Okay. And I just drag this to this artboard.
and you choose a transition. Someone was asking. So for web stuff, usually we use Dissolve.
Yeah. Let's go with Dissolve for now.
Yeah.
And then
you want to come back.
Oh, actually,
maybe.
this is wrong. This shouldn't go there. This one should go there.
Good job.
Yeah, and Dissolve,
and,
cool.
Yeah.
And this one should.
And Deluxe.
How do I? Oh, it's over there.
Yeah.
This one goes there. Okay, so that's sort of the most basic interaction between those two, right?
Let's try.
Let's try it.
So if you go to the left, I will just show you something.
Okay.
This little icon tells you that this will be the first screen displayed in the prototype view.
Cool.
So if you want to run the prototype, you have the
play
button.
Okay.
There you go.
And I click. Oh.
Yeah, and that's it. Like.
That's nice.
That's nice. So that's the first step. This one is just for you. If you design. Cool team. Cool. Okay.
Getting secret messages over here.
So we have a winner. Someone in the chat actually just won the XD socks and the notebook. And this is Karina Oswald. Okay, congratulations, Karina. Woo.
Cool.
So the team will contact you on Behance. And congrats, Karina. Team, I will just ask you to keep track of the winners, of course.
Congratulations on your new socks.
And stay tuned. There will be more giveaways during the day. Just be here. And Karina, let us know where you're from and if you need socks. Yeah. I hope you're happy. Oh, she says yeah. Okay, so I guess she's happy. And actually, maybe I can check. Because sometimes on Behance, they share where they're from. She's from Germany. Perfect. So we know it's cold there. Okay, so it's perfect.
You can just come by and pick him up here.
Yeah, just come. Take a train.
Yeah. This is really nice. So
what I was mentioning is that if you create the mobile version, you can do also a live preview directly on the mobile. Okay. So you just use a USB cable.
Yeah.
You plug your iPhone or your Android smartphone.
Yeah.
And you launch. There is a free XD app on mobile to have the live preview.
Okay.
And you make sure that the text size is good enough. Yeah. You can click. So that's nice.
It's nice.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's the first stage of creating
closing
a prototype.
The preview.
Oh, something cool also. If you go back to the preview mode.
Yeah.
Let's say you want to create a video.
Yeah.
If you want to talk to the web designer or the web developer who will have to create this.
Yeah.
You can also record a video.
Ah, nice.
So you click here and it will show your finger and see,
Yeah.
So if you go here and I can scroll down.
Can you attach comments to this sort of stuff and sort of have a dialogue? Not the video, but sort of the prototype in a way. It's just an MP4 file.
So that's, and you save the file and you can add your voice after with Audition.
Okay.
If you want to attach comments, so you will have to publish the prototype.
Oh.
So let's
try.
Now
it's getting exciting.
And you can allow comments. Okay. Maybe give a title so it doesn't.
Yeah, it's like.
So it's not untitled.
Conduct.
Untitled is very like, it reminds me of abstract painters, you know. When you visit a museum and you say it's Untitled 17.
Yeah.
Okay. So now it will upload all the assets to Creative Cloud and create a website. So depending on the connection, it will just take a few minutes.
Hey,
what kind of format available in video? It will create an MP4, Mathan. I don't understand why congratulate Karina. It's a good point, Bogdana. She didn't do anything, but she was watching us, you know, and she was in the chat. She said something. That's all we ask, and it's good to be here. Okay, so let's open the link in the browser. So this is a link that you can email to anyone, your business partners, or users also, if you want to do some user testing.
Yeah.
And here there is a comment category.
Nice.
So they can scroll and everything.
And they draw on stuff?
No, you cannot draw.
Okay.
But if you sign in with your Creative Cloud, then you can write a comment and say, this comment, I want to pin it to this. So you say this comment is
So you could, and you can comment as a guest, right?
Oh, yeah, apparently.
It's just like
that's
client.
New. That's new. I'm discovering a new feature.
I'm not a robot here. Submit. You know, like, I hate this.
Yeah, and then
make it bigger.
Ah, that's a good comment.
Yes. This happens all the time.
And then,
oh, wait. Oh, sorry. Okay.
So do another one.
This is nice. This is also nice.
Don't click. Okay. And then you pin it and you say,
sorry.
Like this. You like this.
Yeah, I like that one. Okay.
So it will show you, you know, that this 1, 1.
Oh,
and you can reply and you can resolve.
Yeah. That's cool.
So that's cool. Yeah.
Go away. Awesome. That's cool. I mean, that's a different layer of what I'm used to.
Hi, Justine. Thanks for watching. So, yeah, and also if you update the prototype, so if you go back to XD, you can just say update.
Oh, okay.
So it won't change your URL. You don't have to send it again.
So people can just check it, basically.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's a nice level of collaboration on things.
Yeah. And what else? What's good is that in the same project, you can create the mobile version. So you're not limited to one size of artboard.
Okay, so I could sort of go into design, create an artboard.
And here you can
choose like an iPhone.
And here we go.
10. That's cool. And I could copy in elements. And
exactly. If you want to create a tablet experience, it's the same. Smartwatch, the same.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the fluidity of things. It's really faster than what I'm used to.
That's the point. It's just to have a tool where you can.
I can imagine like having like a million artboards here, and cool. Okay, but no layer styles, no blending modes.
No blending modes. So for you, it's tough. You still need to keep using Photoshop.
Yeah.
Really to design this type of like logos, amazing logos.
Yeah.
You have some drawing tools, but for very like to create an icon.
Yeah.
So maybe we can try to let's try to do maybe you can try to do the Steam logo.
Yeah.
Okay. I will challenge you. Okay.
Totally live
New
designing
challenge.
here. So I'll just do it in whatever artboard.
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We'll do it right here next to the Steam logo. Okay. So I'm assuming that I can just use these tools to hold down Shift to make sure that it's okay. No border.
And just to give you a tip, there is a kind of a pathfinder, so you can.
So you can subtract shapes from each other.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just try that. We're gonna zoom in real.
Philip is asking, do the comments stay if you update your prototype? So I'm not sure, Philip. I think so. Yeah. And also, even if you say resolve, everything is archived, so you never lose a prototype. You can go back in time and say, okay, this is what they said. Yeah. And Emmanuel didn't know about pinning comments. Yeah, this is something they added. And that's what I like with XD, is that even like adding a comment as a guest, I had no idea. So I just discovered this new feature, which is great.
Totally trying to cheat my way through this here.
No live preview on record on Windows. Yeah, so for the record on Windows, that's one of the only features we don't have. It's because on Mac we're using QuickTime, which is native, and that can enable screen recording.
So how do I subtract two elements from each other, for example?
Okay, so have you created two shapes?
There's a shape inside this shape?
Yeah, so these are the Pathfinder tools.
Oh, right. Awesome. Hey, hello. And can I edit it now too?
Yes. So it's non-descriptive. That's what I wanted to show you.
Yeah. That's cool.
You can have like multiple Pathfinder.
Look at that! Look at that little. Like it says 5544. I can see that I'm wrong. My eye tells it, and the numbers actually tells. Yeah. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be wrong. It's live.
Yeah. Let's make it wrong.
Let's make it wrong. Just sort of trying this thing out here. Constantly forget that I have to choose the selection tool.
Oh, interesting.
Can I actually edit these shapes with the pen tool? Like, can I?
Oh yeah. So to edit the shape, you can. I think you need to double click first. Like,
whoops.
If you select the V.
Yeah.
And double click. Yeah. At some point.
Oh, okay. I can pull them.
Yeah,
okay, that's
you can pull
nice.
them. If you double click on, I will show you after.
Okay.
Because it will destroy everything.
Yeah. Don't destroy anything. I'm just gonna. Whoops. See, I wanna. Yeah, I have. It's because I have that. Okay. So can I merge all these layers together?
Yeah, let's try with the merge.
Oh yeah, of course.
There we go.
Let's just. Can I? No, I can't. Can I change the fill?
Let's change the color. So
I just want to see. Yeah. It's beautiful red here.
Yeah.
It's an approximation, guys. It's
Rosalie is asking, can we export XD in Illustrator or Photoshop? It's a good question, Rosalie. So we will cover the export features right after. It's a very good question.
So just gonna try this thing here. That's kind of nice. It's not the prettiest Steam logo I've ever seen, but it's
when it will be small, seriously, it's not bad.
That's pretty advanced sort of.
It's cool, huh?
Yeah,
it's fast.
It's very fast.
And so what is nice, I will show you something.
That's cool. I have a vector version of it.
There is another panel. So there is the layers panel, and there is the asset panel. So if I select this, okay, just make it here so we can. You can create a new symbol. Okay, and now it becomes green here.
Okay.
So if I use the symbol like on
another page, artboard.
Multiple pages,
and I make a better version of it.
Yeah, here we go. Then you can choose to zoom in and okay, let's do it here, and edit this symbol.
Yeah.
So let's say we want to change it, and it will change it everywhere.
Nice.
In the page.
I mean, this is obviously geared towards like bigger teams, distributed teams working with a lot of different assets, and that's really cool.
Same with the textiles. Okay, so I guess you're using the same here and here, right? Okay, so now if I say edit the textile, and I want to change the color, it will change it everywhere.
That's cool.
Do Command Z. And same with colors. So this is something that is really, in my opinion, missing in Photoshop. The concept of global colors.
Yeah.
And this is due to how Photoshop has been designed. Like there is nothing to do about it. But if we take, let's say this blue, and put it as a global color. And again, I will just, duplicate it here.
Yeah.
And I edit the color, and maybe we can create, just to show you, a circle that has also this color. Like all the elements on the page that are using this color, now if I change the color, it will change everywhere.
Yeah, that's really cool. Particularly if you have like a ton of screens for an app or something like that, you'd be able to try out stuff without having to. That's a pain in Photoshop.
That's a pain in Photoshop because you will have to change it in all the screens.
Exactly. But does it have anything like smart objects, kind of like where you can scale stuff across? I work with a lot of. I don't know if you know, but I work with a lot of resources, particularly for Photoshop and for a couple of other applications. And I have these icon templates, for example, that rely heavily on scaling things in smart objects.
Okay.
So I run this. This is my plug. And I use that a lot from Photoshop, where you sort of have a nested object, basically. I guess it's kind of like that, but I couldn't have multiple instances of the same thing scaled, right?
Okay, so...
Tricky question.
If you come back tomorrow...
Yeah, okay.
So I'm not authorized to speak about something today. But if you come back tomorrow, I will be authorized to...
Oh,
so it's a teaser. If you come back tomorrow, I will show you something.
Yeah, I hit a sore spot there.
Yeah, so
some upcoming features.
That I can
that you can't talk about right now.
Tomorrow. But
I'm looking forward to that. Yes.
Don't ask me why.
I'm looking forward to that because that's something that I would be using a lot. I really like that.
Yeah, but tomorrow, we'll unveil something coming in XD that is quite amazing.
Nice.
Someone was asking about exporting. So something really nice. You can select all your artboards and do Command E for export, and export all of them directly in PNG, SVG, PDF, or JPEG.
Okay.
And if you say JPEG, you need to, or PNG, you need to tell, it's for the web, if you design at 200% on 100%, and it will directly export and scale everything for you.
Okay.
If you do for Android, again, you tell, I was designing as 400%, and it will export everything. Yeah,
I mean, it's obviously very vector-based, and I know I mean, what we've essentially done here is pulled in a bunch of PNG files, so that's not going to be super awesome. But
and also you can select anything on the page, like just this element, and do Command E and export just this one.
Okay.
So, and if you export to SVG, someone was asking, then you can import it in Illustrator. So
that's cool.
You have a lot of very cool.
It wouldn't really help you here though, because that's a PNG element, but. That's nice. Can I just drag in an SVG and then it becomes a shape?
Yes.
Can I copy a shape from Photoshop into?
From Photoshop, you can copy SVG and paste it here.
Okay.
Illustrator, you copy paste.
Okay, you can copy paste from
Anything,
Illustrator.
Yeah.
That's nice. I'm still missing. I mean, I know I'm an old dog, like visual design stuff, but I'm missing like blending options and layer styles.
No,
and
for your style, you need to continue creating the elements in Photoshop for sure. But then when it comes to creating the UI, prototyping everything, you can be, I think, very quick, very fast in.
It would be kind of fun to. You could prototype UI. This is my world, right? You could prototype UI for games, maybe see if it sort of worked out well,
and do some proposals.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So if you sign in, okay, we need to sign in here also. But we have this new UI design specs. Maybe I can show it later with other guests. But now you can also publish from XD a web experience that will tell a designer what typeface you're using, what is the font size, what is the space between this logo and this logo. So in this case, they will have to use CSS, HTML, but they will get all the information to be able to build a page without opening your file.
That's cool.
So that's
getting closer and closer to where I can just click a button and just pushes a website out of this.
So it will be a static page. So I'm not sure it's really useful today.
No.
But I mean,
there's some people that worked really hard at that issue, even for apps and stuff.
And so today there is no option CSS to HTML export. Someone is saying. We did a bridge with Zeppelin. So I don't know if you know Zeppelin. It's a platform also to publish design specs.
Yeah, I know.
And now from XD, you can export to Zeppelin. And Zeppelin has a lot of capabilities. So if you are a Zeppelin user, this is something you can use now.
That's cool.
So yeah, that's cool. Tracing objects, no dev. Or if you want to trace objects into vectors, you still need to use Illustrator. Okay, Michael, we have 2 minutes left.
Any questions? Anything? I mean,
they were all enjoying your demo. I saw
that was a noob tries XD. It wasn't very in depth, but we actually made something. And I know we took. I mean, we relied heavily on Photoshop here, but that's because that's kind of my style and what I do.
And that's the case of a lot of users.
Yeah. So you're gonna have a lot of people coming from Photoshop.
I think it was thank you, because it was really great to see how a Photoshop user could approach XD, and you understood all the basics like in 24 hours. So that's really awesome.
That's nice. I mean, I would say though that I'm looking forward to the announcements tomorrow. But if you only use this to design, you're gonna get a bit of sameness in design. There's gonna be a lot of designs that look similar because you're still a little limited in some of the things, right? But that's just the old visual designer talking. I think I'll probably never quite leave Photoshop. It's like the love of my life. Yeah. but it is really cool. Yeah, but it is really cool, and I can definitely see how this has some benefits for bigger teams and for people who mostly work in vector and makes that type of UI, the UI kit or the material design from Google or stuff like that. That's pretty simplistic and minimalistic.
Thanks, Michael, again for joining us. It was awesome.
Thanks for having me.
And stay tuned. We will be back in about 5 minutes with Studio Adoratorio, which is one of the cutting-edge agency based in Italy, but they are here at Awwwards, and they created also the Awwwards website. Make sure to follow Michael on social.
I'm at Flarup. That's my last name, Flarup, Flarup.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone, and see you in 5 minutes on behance.net/live.
Yeah. Bye.